You know, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to make a video, like I'm trying to get it together and shit. I said 2022, I want to do some different things and I really want to start doing reviews of anime and shit like that. And when you're doing reviews of anime, you got to have the good, you got to have the mid, you got to have the bad, you got to have talking points, you got to have all types of things to talk about. And y'all know what my favorite anime is Death Note. Like, a lot of people think because I posted so much One Piece content in the beginning and I say nobody could solo One Piece and shit like that One Piece was my favorite, but it's not. Honestly, it's not my favorite. My favorite anime is by far Death Note. Like, I think it's an absolute masterpiece. But when you're doing reviews of anime, you gotta try to find anything negative, so that you could throw it in there, so you could give people a heads up, so you could give people a warning and shit like that. But I can't. Death Note is too fucking perfect. Like, the whole entire show is just absolute greatness. And then it be them people, it be them people who be like, oh, Death Note was good. Death Note was great all the way up until spoiler alert, L died. Oh! People be like, Death Note was good all the way up until L died. And like, I sat there, a lot of people say the same shit, they said that Death Note kind of fell off after L died, and I'll be sitting there like, y'all right, but then I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about it like, no the fuck it didn't. Even after L died, Death Note was still good. Death Note was still great. The shit was an absolute masterpiece. People say, oh, it fell off, but realistically, how? After L died, we get Mello. Kidnapping Light's sister and taking her to LA and finessing them out of the Death Note. And that's the beginning of this next portion of the show. After that, we see that Mello joined the gang and shit like that. We see what he doing and everything, how he went about being smart, how he got his crew together and shit like that. And he's L in a different way. He's L in a better way, a different approach. And then we get the scene where they try to get the Death Note back, and in a process, like, all hell breaks loose. You feel me? Like, Dad end up being in a deathbed, sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck is going on and if his son is really Kita. What was bad about that? What was bad about it? I can't seem to understand. The shit was a fucking masterpiece, like the entire show, And it makes me mad. I feel like a lot of people just be wanting to fit in when they say the shit is bad. Like, y'all can sit here and call Demon Slayer a masterpiece, say Demon Slayer is the best anime of all time. Oh, it did this good in the sales and shit like that. Well, it ain't got shit on Death Note. Y'all could talk about My Hero Academia. Y'all could talk about Black Clover. Y'all could talk about all of these other anime, and still, Death Note is on 37 episodes and is better than every anime that I named. Y'all could talk about Hunter x Hunter. Death Note is better. Y'all could talk about Vinland Saga. Death Note is better. Y'all could talk about Tokyo Revengers. Guess what? Death Note is better. People say that after the 25th episode and after L died, the whole show just went downhill. But what the fuck are you talking about? Do you not remember when Nier outed Light? He said, you know what? Whoever the fuck is that new L, whoever is the second L, that nigga is Kita. That nigga Light was like, hold the fuck up. Who the fuck this nigga think he is? And he started a whole riot. And these niggas rushed that building. And Nier had to find himself out of that situation, find a way out of that situation. And you know what he did? He found a way out of that situation while all them people in the fucking crowd is breaking the motherfucking the building down. They starting fires, they rioting and shit like that. Like, what was bad about it? Help me understand. I don't get it. Which part was bad? Because even the ending of Death Note, you know, is not what we had hoped for. But the Death Note ending was still good. The way that they played it out, Light realistically did not lose. If it wasn't for Mikami making his dumbass mistakes, if it wasn't for Mikami going up in there and motherfucking double checking on days he wasn't supposed to check and shit like that, then Light's plan would have worked. So how is Death Note bad after L dies? It's always been good. It's the best anime of all time. It's a masterpiece. I just don't get it. And I really don't understand the people who say they don't like Death Note. Like, you trying too hard to be different. You trying way too hard to be different if you don't like Death Note. It's the greatest, man. Just accept it. And if you haven't watched it, what the fuck? What the hell? What the... Nigga, what are you doing? Oh! I didn't want to hit you. My bad, I didn't want to hit you, but what the fuck are you doing? Go watch the shit.
Yeah, I found some shit where it's easy to like make YouTube intros and thumbnails and all that shit.
Hey,
like,
Don John. I just want to ask you a question real fast, bro. And I want you to be honest. You watch Death Note, right?
Yeah. Did I finish it now?
Well, why didn't you finish it?
Season 2, didn't watch it. I heard it was bad, and I didn't want to ruin myself. You feel me? Season 1 was good enough, I'll just leave it there.
So you didn't finish Death Note?
Yeah, I watched season 1, not season 2, though. I heard it was bad, so why would I ruin the show for myself?
So you don't know how it ended?
I know how it ended. Like, I watched the YouTube video. I know how everything ended. He died on the stairs. I know that.
So you skipped?
I guess so. We could say that.
You skipped 12 episodes and...
Yeah, like, I understood like how everything was. Like, it was pretty obvious. Like, I know he tricked I know how L and what's the other nigga? The one that
you don't even know their names?
Nah, what's the nigga that you replaced with L once he got murdered?
Near Mello.
Yeah, near. I know how near them died.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Like, I'll let you hold his father.
And it wasn't good?
I know. It was alright. I know how he,
Scarce. Do you have a mic or what's up, bro? You have a mic?
Yeah.
My laptop just goddamn died, man. Let me get this. This is what I'm talking about. He didn't even... Y'all give Death Note such a bad reputation for what? This shit is fucking good. I don't understand it. Why? He said he didn't watch in... What is bad about it? Help me understand. What is bad about Death Note? It's absolutely nothing wrong with it. What is wrong with people? He said, oh, I didn't even watch the rest of it because everybody said that it was bad. Hate niggas, bro. Hate niggas, man. Next person disrespect my show, man. We got some fucking problems, okay? Who just is
the way
that?
how it was going with
Is
King
that
Buffalo
Skittles?
was fired. So basically, I think the problem is once L got hold, right? Why would you bring in another like kind of version of L for no reason? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Skittles.
don't get that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Death Note?
So, right, really enjoyed it when I first saw it and when I first read it back in like 2000, I don't know, 8, 9, something like that. I was like 13 maybe. But then I re-watched it
You
a
just watch
couple
the anime?
years later, and that did not, it did not hit the same. It,
What are you laughing at? What are you
Skittles.
laughing at? What was bad? What are you talking about?
the like,
The more you watch it, the more you watch the show, the better it gets. I watched Death
Nah,
Note
see,
like
the-
6
the-
times.
the exposition dumps that happen, like you don't get to see things happen. Like Light will just explain it to you, and it's like we can literally just watch it. Like you don't need to monologue explain literally everything that happens all the time.
Some niggas are stupid. Sometimes you do need to explain that.
Sometimes it's everything got
Whose
explained.
eyes do you think the story was told through?
Whose eyes do I think the story was told through?
What? What are you?
It was like a combination of like Ryuk and
When he dies.
He said neither heaven nor hell.
Okay, so where is the Shinigami realm?
There's nothing wrong with Death Note. It's the best anime ever created, man. And if you haven't watched it, I don't know what you're doing. Like you really sleeping on it. If I'm being 100 with you, you gotta check it out. And then let me know how you feel and what you think about this shit afterwards. And if you think that it was bad, go to the comment section and tell me why it was bad. Because I just don't understand. But that's it for this video, y'all. We gonna go up in 2022. We gonna make a whole lot of lit content. I'ma show you what a nigga really about to do. Hey, Lelouch and this bitch not be lit. Hey, bitches be already trying to slurp up on my dick. Hey, bitches already know that I'm about to hit. Hey, bitches gonna let me hit. Then I'ma dip. Hey, I'ma hit that hit. Ooh, I'ma really make them work. Ooh, I'ma really go to work. Ooh, I'ma put them in the dirt. Ooh, the way I beat the pussy up, I don't think she can live. I'ma beat it up and I'ma make her have kids. I don't think that I'ma stay, I'ma leave. I don't give a damn, bitch, do what you please.